This is a wave stretch for the adductors, or the groin muscles. And this is going to be for the long adductors. So my legs are going to be straight, and I'm going to use, possibly, use a elevated hand position. And what determines that is the ability to keep your back straight. So this one is one we don't want to round our back into. So we just have to elevate hands accordingly to, just depends on your level of flexibility. So some might be able to go right to the floor, just depends. We'll find out. So the way we do that is we'll start off into a wide stance. And so I'm going to go with the distance to where I already feel a good medium stretch in my adductors here. And I'm going to make sure that I can lock my knees out and that my feet can stay flat on the floor. That's going to be something we want to attend to constantly through the exercise. And so with my knees locked, my feet are flat, I'm pressing them back into the floor. I'm probably about a 60% intensity on this stretch, because with this wave technique, we're going to be moving into a deeper stretch with each breath. So I don't want to start off much more than 60%. I won't have very far to move. So from this position, I'll go forward, place my hands, again, either on blocks first. So on blocks, I can definitely get my back nice and straight at this height. So for me, I'm going to go ahead and go one lower. So I'm going to flip the blocks down. My hips are in line with my feet. My knees are locked. My feet are flat. And my back is really straight. So I feel like maybe if I go down a little bit lower, I might start rounding my lower back. So I'm just going to leave it right here. For some of you, it might be up here. And that's okay. Some of you may not need the blocks at all, as long as you can keep your back straight. That's important. And you'll be able to move your way down to a lower position over time. So for right now, once you get into the stretch position, just hold it and let the stretch settle in. Take a few breaths, try to relax the area you feel stretching so it can settle into the position. I give it about 10 to even up to 30 seconds. Just depends on the day and how tight you feel at any given point in time. So I feel like I'm relaxed pretty good. So I'll go ahead and start with the first wave. And I'll inhale. I won't move forward. I'll get set up with the inhale, and then I'll exhale, and I'll shift my hips back. As I shift back, I'm keeping my chest tall in order to maintain a nice straight back. So right there is plenty. I'm not maxed out, but I'm at like 80%. And then inhale, I shift forward just a little bit. So I'm still probably about 80% of the stretch that I just ended up with. I don't move all the way out of it. And then I exhale again, moving very slowly back into that end range. Back stays straight. Inhale, move my hips forward just a little bit, and then exhale again. Making sure my knees stay locked, my feet are flat on the floor, my chest stays up. Inhale forward a little bit, exhale. And these waves are, with each one of them, I feel like things open up a little bit more. The stretch gets a little easier. Tissue's not resisting as much, but I'm never forcing it. I'm listening to where it's ready to go to. I take it to that point, which is never maxed out. And you'll start noticing with these wave techniques that the more you do them, the quicker your tissue responds. So we can do up to 10 waves in this position. We're looking for some change in the tissue, so we want it to relax to some degree. It might not move very much the first time. It all depends on how tight you are. But over time, you're going to notice that you won't have to do as many waves to get a very big release. And so for me, I'm like at maybe 4 or 5 where I feel like I get all I can get out of this. And if I go any more, I'm not going to move much more, but I've got all I need to get. So after anywhere from 5 to 10 waves, I'll shift back forward. I'll bring my weight onto my hands to offload my feet and very gently bend my knees back in. Then I can rest.